Come back, Mike Myers is a James Bond clone named Austin Powers, International Man of Mystery.
Hello, hello.
Hello, Mr. Powers.
Hello, Mr. Powers.
Care to have a little fun?
Care to have a little fun?
No, actually, I have to save the world. Question, and be honest.
Oh!
Do I make you horny? Randy? Do I make you horny, baby? Yeah, do I?
God, I hope this is part of the unfreezing process.
That's Mike Myers from Wayne's World as Austin Powers, International Man of Mystery. He's a British secret agent who was frozen in the 1960s, thawed out in the 1990s, and teamed up with an agent played by Elizabeth Hurley, who is not amused by his outdated and sexist language. He has been unfrozen in order to deal with his old enemy, Dr. Evil, also played by Myers. Dr. Evil wants to rule the world, and his right-hand man is played here by Robert Wagner. Like so many Bond movies, this one has a scene set in a casino.
17.
Hit me.
You have 17, sir.
I like to live dangerously.
4. 21.
Michael York plays the head of British intelligence, the reasonably named Basil Exposition. He's not prepared for Austin's rampant paranoia.
God, man, what have you done?
That's not your mother, it's a man, baby!
Yeah! Come on! Why won't this wig come off?
The movie's running joke is that Austin is still a sex machine from the 60s and doesn't realize that times have changed.
I shagged her.
What?
I shagged her rotten, baby, yeah.
I don't believe you, Austin. She was repellent.
Saucer of milk, table two.
What, did you use protection?
Of course. I had my 9mm automatic.
Elizabeth Hurley is really very good as the modern liberated agent, and here's one of the movie's best scenes in which the PG-13 rating is very precariously preserved.
Yeah, you didn't answer my question, Mummy.
I know. Let me just say this. Austin was the most loyal and caring friend I ever had.
And I love just the audacity of the comic timing in that scene. Austin Powers is a very funny movie in its own right, and funny, too, for movie buffs who remember the films of the 1960s. There is a fashion photography scene in this movie where the costumes look so outlandish and bizarre you swear they were designed for laughs until you remember they're exact copies of fashions actually worn in the 1967 movie Blow Up. And we didn't laugh then. I guess our taste has changed. Mike Myers is very funny in both halves of his double role. Elizabeth Hurley is a resilient comic foil, and of course no movie can be all bad that starts right out by ripping off Beyond the Valley of the Dolls.
I thought it was very funny too, Roger. And it's, you know, the way of sending up Bond movies is to try to do what the Zucker Abrahams and Zucker gang did with the airplane and Naked Gun kinds of pictures. That's the standard way, and this is another way. This is as much a tribute. This is really affectionate, and that's what I think. In other words, they really loved Bond pictures, even the Matt Helm pictures. This is even a little bit more in that area, more outlandish behavior and trying to be trendy and missing it. It's that sophisticated.
And the neat thing is, it's not just... What they've done is they've not only just made fun of the Bond pictures, they've made fun of the 60s.
Right.
And it's tough to make fun of the 60s in a movie set in the 60s. But to come up with this cryogenically frozen protagonist gimmick in order to bring them forward intact for 30 years causes all kinds of funny things
And
to
if anybody
happen.
thinks comedy is easier to do than drama, what Mike Myers does here in playing this character, he risks everything. He could really look very, very foolish here, and he does look foolish in a funny way.
Oh, it's a good movie. Okay, coming up next.